than him.
Now, to the surprise of these men, they said that this man of God said that there is a great man of God in Ghana who is greater than him.
According to some man of God, no, also be in Africa, well, oh, you're great town, no, some man of God, no.
Now, according to this man of God, he says that there is no man of God who is greater than him in Africa or in the world.
But I say, only one man of God be.
But he said, except one man of God.
Or Africa, Ghana.
And that man of God is in Ghana and in Africa.
Now, I say, your first great man of God, no, Apostle Dr. Isaac Pwusu Bempah.
And this man of God says that the name of this man of God who is greater than him is Apostle Dr. Isaac Pwusu Bempah.
Or see, apart from Sir Apostle Dr. Isaac Pwusu Bempah, that prophet, no, oh, who great man of God be our child or no, some man of God now or Kasano.
Now, this man of God says that apart from Apostle Dr. Isaac Pwusu Bempah, he has not seen or met any great man of God greater than himself.
Now,
I am not bragging,
but make sure me obedient.
But I just want to underscore the point that I was obedient unto God.
Now, because school and a radical school.
Now, I was a student when God spoke to me to stop schooling.
And you're normal.
This is not normal.
My family
My family did not understand me. Some of the members of my family thought that I was going mad.
My visa ready. My sister, family called USA. And BBI ready.
And my sister got me a visa and a ticket to travel to USA. Everything for me to travel to USA was ready. But God spoke to me and said to me, Akwesi, do not go.
You're obedient.
And I was obedient.
Just school, no majai.
God spoke to me to stop schooling.
Menko US, no majai. Who say, in fact, my servant way, why you obedient, Amami?
The Lord spoke to me to stop schooling, and I did so. The Lord told me to stop soccer, and I did so. He told me not to travel to USA, and I did so. So God himself knew that this servant of mine has been obedient to me. Now God told me that come out from your home and from amongst your friends and hide yourself in the wilderness. A place where there is no light. And all you hear the chirpings of birds and other animals' voices. And the place you will rest is made of mud and is covered with straw.
Because 1 year and 2 months.
And I went into hiding 1 year, 2 months.
First time I'm here, me say me call me mama mo ho. Me mama penny who me no osu. Me mama so who me no osu. My yate say one, and na me ha. E pono pie udi nsuo go ho kra begina ho. Me hwene pe.
Now the first day I came out from my hiding place and I decided to go and pay my mother a visit. When my mother and my mother's elder sister saw me, they were crying because I had become so tiny and my cheekbones had become so prominent and they were showing.
Meet me a fasting 7 days dry. 7 days, and she come on me for 7 days continuously.
I could fast 7 days dry without drinking water. 7 days continuously.
Now 3 days dry, there na a cocoa cry and your name normal.
But as for fasting 3 days dry, it was something very normal for me to do. Very easy.
21 days fastings.
And so I could fast for 21 days.
Me fastings are edru tembino. Every year, we are 84 days
now
fasting continuously. 84.
I continue to fast, and it became habitual. Now I could fast 84 days continuously every year. Now, from time to time, I began to experience angels. Angels would visit me from time to time. Now, it became so real in my life that sometimes I could ask my mother, did you not see the angels that came here a while ago?
Kokoda.
And my mother will tell me, Kwesi, go to bed, go and sleep.
Miss Auntie Papa Fona Tabansi so machina. Omuye fitano mo ba dem hano. Ba ko betra me nchen nti wan hunu. And I was Kwesi kokoda. Now you're bay for the kokoda. Meaning senu osro. Said they are don't know.
I can ask my mother, didn't you see those creatures who came here with wings at their backs? One of them sat by my bed. Didn't you see them? My mother would shout on me and say, hey, go and sleep.
And
so by the grace of God, if I say that I see angels, I am not making a declaration of faith. I am talking about what I am really seeing.
Because of obedience.
And it is just because of obedience.
And Abraham, or your obedience.
And so Abraham was obedient. God said to him, separate yourself from your family. Get out from your hometown.
Not just Abraham there. Separate yourself.
What it means is that at every time God said to Abraham, Abraham, separate yourself.
Divine agenda. Separate yourself.
Now, any man for whose life God has a divine agenda, God will often require you to separate yourself.
Abraham.
So God blessed Abraham. And God blessed Lot.
Last week, my man who said.
Now, last week I told you. When you follow a man who has a covenant with God,
blessings are one of
the blessings that come upon his life also rub on you.
Important and say a divine man of God.
What is important for you to discover is to discover who is a divine man of God. A man who has a covenant with God. Now those people are rare to find. And if by the grace of God you establish connection with any of them,
connect yourself with him or her.
Now make every effort that you will connect yourself with him or with her.
Fully loaded.
Because those people are fully loaded
with much blessings.
They are fully loaded with much blessings.
And by all means, the blessing will be better.
So when you follow them, by all means, the blessings on their life will rub on you.
Lot and so I great.
So Lot also became great.
The mistake and started or rub shoulders with Abraham.
Now the mistake he did was that he began rubbing shoulders with Abraham.
Or any servants.
Because when he looked at the number of servants he had, and the cattle he had, he thought that he was equal with Abraham. But he forgot about himself, that it was the blessing of Abraham that had trickled down onto his life. Now this is one thing you must not do.
Rub shoulders with your master.
Do not rub shoulders or attempt to rub shoulders with your master.
And our boss for reverence, Emmanuel.
Now, so long as he's your master or your boss, you must show him reverence.
Mistakes too much.
Now, sometimes people make so much mistake. Now, some people think that they are wiser or they have more wisdom than their leaders.
But wisdom choose as a leader.
But in spite of your wisdom, God did not choose you to be the leader.
But choose leader,
and rather God chose your leader and appointed him leader over you.
Mistake.
And God has never made a mistake.
And to humble yourself.
And so you must humble yourself.
Never reverence, leader.
And you must show your leader reverence. Maybe you are more educated than the leader.
But spiritually, equal.
But it does not also mean that spiritually you are equal with him.
Maybe physically
you have substance or something precious than your leader.
But spiritually,
but spiritually, God has not withstanding that thing which he does not have made in the head.
Leadership.
God has reverence for leadership.
Elisha had more miracles.
Elisha performed more miracles.
16 miracles.
He performed about 16 recorded miracles.
Elijah 8 miracles.
Elijah performed 8 recorded miracles.
Elisha careful and higher than Elijah.
And so if Elisha is not careful, he may be thinking that he is higher than Elijah.
But spiritual realms.
But in the realm of the spiritual, when God wanted somebody in the caliber of a father to send
to meet Jesus or Transfiguration
to
Mountain.
Meet with Jesus on the Mount of Transfiguration.
Not Elisha or paradise.
Yes, Elisha was in paradise.
Not Elijah and
Elijah was also in paradise.
But
God chose Elijah
because Elijah and Elisha boss.
Because Elijah was the boss of Elisha. He said, "Climb up.
Heavens.
Come to me in heaven.
Message.
And let me give you a message that you would give to Yeshua."
Joshua and the Israel through the promised land.
It was Joshua who led the people of Israel to the promised land.
But Joshua, not the master, any Moses.
But Joshua's master was Moses.
And I'm sure you may respect leadership.
Now, because God has reverence for leadership,
God
said to Moses, "Moses, come forth." God did not call Joshua, but he called Moses. But this was the name with which God called Joshua. God called him Moses' servant. God called him Joshua, the servant of Moses.
And Moses, my servant.
But God called Moses, "Moses, my servant." So God called Moses, but not Joshua. God called Elijah, but not Elisha.
And
he gave them a message.
Jesus, our Transfiguration Mountain.